Good afternoon. It's a new day. You can see today's my free day. I have home clothes on. I'm in a basement and we're going to review CVs for a while. But hey, let me set the desktop. What we are going to talk today is a couple of words about certificates in Finland. Then we have CV from point of entry level jobs, how to find cleaner jobs, property maintenance, kitchen work, things like that. Something which is widely available. Only the worst thing is that that area has the highest competition. And then we have one CV concentrating on IT field. And there we are going to look for remote options. I talked with a couple of friends who work in IT. They have jobs in Finland. They still work for international companies. And yeah, that field is a bit tight, especially for junior positions. But I did a bit background work. I tried to find different portals from point of IT workers that you could find remote work. And I have a couple of options. And again, we're going to use AI to scan what's available and try to see what AI suggest places we could actually apply. So that's our today's plan. But hey, I have a CV open there. Now people are joining. Really good. And we should have at least 4 people today because I have 4 CVs. And just a reminder, you are allowed to send me CVs and I'm happy to look through them. And what I noticed from today's CVs, we have actually done the additions we have been talking. Important parts has been highlighted. More ADS friendly terms has been used. So it's on a good track, and now we need to find more places where to apply. But what I wanted to talk today about safety cards generally and cards you need to work in Finland. Uh, let's start from the very basics. People, and what I have noticed when people come in Finland, they straight away go and get all the possible cards which are available quite easily. I see we have a hygiene passport, we have alcohol pass, then comes occupational safety card, then we have forklift card, then there is on top of that, let me think, first aid, and then after first aid, there is electrical safety card. And a little tip to save your wallet that if you are not sure in which field you want to work, don't stack all the possible cards we have available here. Some cards can actually be done online in a one evening if you have secured a job. So let's go through the basic cards. Alcohol pass, that's actually quite easy card to get. You read a bit theory, you go to test, not hard thing to do. Alcohol pass is if you work in a restaurants. So if you target in that field, go for it. And with our alcohol pass, of course, the hygiene passport is quite mandatory to have. And for a hygiene passport, you don't have to buy books, you don't have to pay for the courses. There is actually free material done for the hygiene passport training, and that's available on my site. Later, I will add that link to the video description. I forget to add, but there will be a link for the free material to be taken for hygiene passport, and it also has a lot of tasks while you study. And I got feedback on a WhatsApp group about the course I created, and people were passing easily with almost full points. I built a course. There's all the theory you need. There's a cheat sheet which highlights all the hard things to remember, like numbers. Then there are temperature ranges and so on. So A lot of information available there. And then one full test. I think there's a question bank, like 100 different questions. And with those, it will be a wonder if you don't pass from the first time. And to pass on the first time is important because if you keep retaking the tests, it becomes very expensive. That's something we want to avoid. Then, after hygiene passport, people come to my occupational safety card training. That's the card you need for a high-risk work environment, like industrial workplaces, construction environment, and then all the fields which are supporting them. So if you plan to work on that field, then of course you need occupational safety card. But if you work in a restaurant field, then it's not mandatory. Let me see, we have a WhatsApp. I forgot to open the WhatsApp next to me. I'll open it very quickly and then, because I can see from my screen that questions are popping in a WhatsApp, so I need to have it here open next to me. I'll try not to look in the WhatsApp, but here and there, messages are coming, and this is a live. We are doing this together. You can absolutely ask questions, and now people were asking that, is today's link same as yesterday's? No, it's not. Link was a couple of messages higher, so there you can find it. So today we work together. You send me CVs, I read them, and then we will try to figure out where do we find workplaces for you. And what I was saying, occupational safety card, yeah, that you need for a high-risk work environment and industrial workplaces. That's a bit different than the previous cards because there's a mandatory webinar part. And sometimes there's a self-study plus webinar. It depends which course you take. I prefer full-day trainings because then I can actually really explain the material. And then there I'm explaining it based on the audience. If we have job seekers, we will actually try to find out how you can use that information to your benefit. Or if we have construction cleaners, then we are diving deeper in the cleaning techniques and so on. So now we have covered alcohol pass, hygiene passport, occupational safety card. Then very often people who work in a warehouse environment, they go for forklift safety card. And here's a little tip before stacking straight away forklift safety card, because it can't be done in one evening. You go, you buy a course, you go through the material, take a text, and then you have that certificate. But what is the most important part to know is forklift safety card mandatory? It's not. We don't have a law which would require forklift safety card, but only thing you need from employer is a written permission that you can operate forklift. And then it's up to employer to decide that, hey, if person needs if person needs a forklift card. And when you are applying for a work, you can write in your CV that forklift safety card and maybe some word like on demand or will get it when needed. Just a little mention that you are ready to get it straight away, because that's not really a big job to get. Then people working with electricity, there's electricity safety card, and same thing, that one can be done in around 4 hours in one evening, and it's not a problem to get. What else cards we have? I think that's all. Let's not burn time with the cards, and you can always hit me a question that, hey, I want to work in this field. They ask this card, should I get it? Or what should I do next? So I can point you the direction where is a cheap course or the lowest I have found. I have no ties to any companies who is educating those, so it's one and the same to me to find the cheapest course for you. And then one little tip, now is a spring coming. What happens when the spring is getting closer? Companies are already planning to work for summertime. And especially when you work outside with groundworks like laying pipes, fiber optics. That was the word I wanted to say. Uh, if that work happens next to public road, you actually need Road Safety 1 and Road Safety 2 certifications. Those are free to apply. I'll add that link in the description also straight after the live. And that's a course you can take free from Väylävirasto training portal. Can be done in multiple languages, like in English. And there's a Road Safety 1, which is very easy and clear to go through. Couple of hours, you have a Road Safety 1 certificate. But then Road Safety 2 is a bit more trickier. Reserve a time there that, hey, I need to study it a bit and then I can pass the exam. If there's a lot of people interested getting the road safety certificates, we can arrange a small study group. Just we go through together, check which are the hardest parts, and then getting that certificate is actually very, very easy. So it's up to you. We are doing actually things you want to do. This is my free time hobby and it's fun to do. Let's see. Here is a person is asking with private message about the link, but I already sent it. Let's see if that person joins for us. But hey, now it is time to start with the CV reviews. 11 minutes gone from the beginning, and that's around the time I wanted to reserve for it because we have 4 CVs to go through. Let me try to find my folder. I have here cleaning jobs. Let's have that one first. This should be redacted. I'll open in a different browser just to check. Yes. Here we have redacted CV, and I'll zoom it a bit for you, especially if you are from the phone. Last time I checked, 60% of people who joined this live, they were from the phone. So I'll try to do it a bit better, that you could check the live from the phone, and let me know if you have ideas how to make it better. Then I will do the adjustments, and because I already have an idea how I can make the screen area bigger. But that one I didn't have time today to do. But first CV is here, looking for a cleaning job, and let's have a review. This is most likely a Canva template, surprisingly clean, but I still would recommend do your CV with a Word or Google Docs. Let's start with the profile, that we are motivated young man with strong experience in housekeeping, house cleaning, and homework services, especially in restaurants, hospitality, and in diverse customer locations. Skilled in maintained, clean and safe and welcoming spaces while following hygiene and safety rules. Okay, strong start. Reliable, hardworking, independent with good communication and Finnish language skills. Mobility and own car. Hey, that's a perfect one. Because there we straight away point that, hey, we can have job outside of the areas there is no bus connection, or it's a bit hard to get with the bus. Good things to point out. Eager to grow through training and development opportunities. This is a really strong start. Like, what would I highlight? We have a strong experience. That one we can make even better by adding years, plus this and this many years. Then there's a no question what kind of history we have. Fields are mentioned. We are targeting skills. Yes, they are mentioned. And this is a good point. Reliable, hardworking, and independent. I could tune that, because what do we want to match with that? Let's take the biggest problem for employers. And that one I faced so many times, especially Monday mornings, 8:30, my phone started to ring like mad. and they were coming from our clients. And they had one thing everybody asked: where is our worker? Didn't come after the weekend, haven't heard a word from the person. And then we called the person and asked that, hey, come on, you were supposed to be at work. Where are you? And then that person answers, yeah, feeling a bit sick, not going to work today. And what can we pick from this example is that you can highlight if there are any changes. I will let you know. Here's a word reliable mentioned, which means basically same, but you can still think, how could I open it and how could I highlight that feature a bit more? But anyway, profile is really strong and we could maybe target it a bit. But targeting will come through AI editing. Let's have today again very quick AI edits. That's a fun skill to practice, and it makes things faster and things like that. Then work experience, really good. We have days list, not days, we have years there. We have company, we have the actual job we were doing. But then let's take the first one. And now listen this one, and how does it sound to you? It says clean and soft cleaning and so on in Sri Lanka, housekeeping. This is a really good going. Then clean and sanitize rooms, bathrooms, common areas. The next one, change bed linens, replace towels and keep spaces tidy. Sweeping, mopping and vacuuming floors. We are listing tasks which we were doing. And when you apply for a job, those tasks are already kind of baked in the job description. But what is a really good part here is the fact that this is really good AI food. When we pick job we want to apply, AI can actually build nice description why we are perfect for that job. So well done here. Really good template. Then we go a bit lower. We have two more job workplaces listed, and same, it's on a task level, kind of baked in that description, so we can use that for editing. But we shouldn't list the things we have been doing. Like if we would have an IT job, how it would sound. And if you have seen IT Crew, really good TV series from UK, love their humor. And there was a person who was applying for an IT job, actually to be a manager there. And then the lady was saying that when the boss asked that, what is your experience from the IT field? And then she was saying that, yeah, I have been sending emails, receiving emails, clicking, double clicking, and so on. How does it sound? A bit similar than listing plain tasks. But anyway, we have a strong start. Then we go again a bit up, contact information, good part, because then it's available in ATS system and it will actually go in the right places. There will be a phone number, email address, easy to keep in touch. Education, Alice on house cleaning, course 2025, good. There's also a year, and then Dali Lanka Hotel School, housekeeping operation 2017. This is actually a good part because you can see the studies 2017, then again in 2025. And what could we actually highlight with this information? That we are dedicated on that field. Yeah, why not? Now I have redacted locations. I don't remember was this person in Helsinki area or not. But for example, strong candidate that if I would pick a company to apply directly could be a Strawberry. They are managing high-end hotels in Helsinki. The one in Helsinki-Vantaa, built by them, not built but operated by them, and then the Clarion Hotel in Jätkäsaari. And they are really safety oriented, and on top of that, they like trained people with a good experience. So I would pick at that as a target if we are in Helsinki area. I have seen Strawberry hiring people actively, and I have found their job announcements, for example, from Glassdoor. Not sure were they in Jobly, but Glassdoor definitely had them. And then expertise is here. House cleaning, housekeeping, good communication skills, mobility with own car. And here we have maybe the biggest improvement chance for our CV. We can turn expertise to skills, professional skills, and then soft skills. And those we will pick that they will be ATS friendly terms. But that's a problem for AI. AI will build them for us and get the ones which are industrial standards and used. And then languages mentioned. They are hiding there behind my picture. Let's see if I can make it to disappear like this. There we can see English is fluent, Finnish good, Sinhala, mother tongue you. And here, these are good terms, no complaints. If you have certificates or you have done tests that you have those A1, A2 point something, add them. It will give more clear result for ATS systems. And then we also have in Finland experience, there is a Korvitar bar and a restaurant. But hey, let's put the picture back on the screen and let's try to run this one through AI. And we try to look for cleaning jobs. To make it useful, let me check that here. Good, it opened in a different browser. It didn't throw in the stream without reductions. Let me see, we are located. Perfect, Helsinki. So I would take a Strawberry as my target if I would be located in Helsinki. So here is the profile, and now I'm going to, just a second, I need to redact the actual CV. I'll talk a text with my tools. Just give me a second. I'll go and run it through redaction that we don't get personal information exposed in a live stream. And then I'll get the right tool that I will get the document out, and just give me a minute. It's a tea time. You can drink tea while machine is working and cleaning the paperwork for us. And here we got I had a wrong setting. I had a coding environment open. Let me get something else than a code out of it. Yeah, a bit flow in the air. But here it is, and a couple of personal details was left. Let me remove them. And here I just leave 2 letters from the name, then browse through, phone away, yes, email address away. And this one looks a good candidate. We can work with this. Yeah, always need to be careful not to get the personal details. But hey, what we always do at first, we will actually analyze it. And let's be lazy today. Let's the machine to analyze it. We already went it through, and it will be fun to see, can it find same points we actually found? And analyze the CV, don't make changes. And let's see what we will get from here. Hey, you can throw in a chat a comment that, is it clear for you? Is it big enough or is it way too big? And we don't see all the information we want to see at once. Just let me know that how is it on your screen? Because I have a big screen, I have a Windows open here and I can see it, but can you? Okay, Zoomil can see it. With Zoomil's permission, we will continue. Let's see, complement detail analysis of CV. We scroll down. You make more tangible the hiring manager. Now it didn't analyze. Let's say that give me. Okay, here it's here. This time it throw it on the main screen. A reliable specialist professional with clear career trajectory in hospitality and sanitation. Exactly the one we pointed out. That this is a strong candidate to actually fit in the hospitality and cleaning environment. And then mobility highlighted, language proficiencies, yes. Structural and visual flow, okay, let's skip this one because we just extracted the text from the original one, pasted it, didn't have any formatting or something like that. But we will go through. WhatsApp is also beeping, but ignoring that. Strength, mentioning HACCP. That's a good one. Areas for improvement. Descriptions are currently task-oriented. Hey, the same we pointed out. Today we are have the same opinions with AI. Impact the gap. To stand out, the content needs more scale. Yeah, that's what we talked yesterday. That when you have a task, instead of listing what you actually did, like cleaning, mopping, changing bed linens, list there something about the work environment. How big group was there? How many rooms you had to do a day? To give them a picture about your efficiency, for example. Yeah. And then ATS. Okay, sanitation was a good big hygiene, housekeeping, HACCP, but then missing keywords like specific equipments. Yeah, not sure if it's in the cleaning environment needed, but you can add there, like if you had specific devices you used, like those drivable floor washers, something specific which needs a skill to operate. And then observation weaknesses, quantification. There are no numbers in the work experience, number, room, couch. Okay, that's related to part when you actually describe what you really did. Current role, a bit brief. There you could open it. That's true, because ongoing role, then you should highlight it. Now it's left in the last part. Very often I see a CV in a form that there's, for example, job experience described, but it always starts from the current one. That the one where you are or you just where, that's highlighted. That's the first thing you read. Quantify achievements and so on. Specific metrics. Let's not do that yet. But let's have a task for AI. And this is how we start to target the CV and prepare for a field. So let's first reconstruct the CV. not to remove items or information from it, but reconstruct it, and we will change terms to ATS friendly. Rebuild the CV. Don't change information. No, details, and use ATS friendly terms. Let's see how it goes. What happens? Now our CV is rebuilt. We have a compact header place. That's what we want. Professional summary, dedicated, detail-oriented, service professional. You can see that we are already formatting the CV to be really professional and to the point, but still, we're completely missing the targeting. Experienced in both five-star resort environments and Finnish service sectors. That one has to be double-checked. Always remember if AI pulls some hallucinations. But thing is, when you write, for example, workplaces here, it can find information from those places you maybe don't know. And those you can highlight in your CV. And then core competencies. This is something I would move in the end, in the skill sections, but it's mentioned here. Then professional experience, housekeeping in Kurvitar. Now it comes first. It's highlighted. Here are some suggestions. You can see that it added, but those details I don't have, so I'm not gonna dive deeper in that part. Housekeeping professional month, year. We had those. Let's add here that weeks, years, and years or origin. My mouse was like that. Let's ask that. Will it get it, or do we need to get them? Now it will check what we inserted. Could be also that they were accidentally removed, but we will see. After this, we will go and look a place where we could target the CV. Check, magic happened. We don't have to look for them and add by hand. But hey, I mentioned that strawberry. Let me go and get their website. Let's target to them. I don't want to go straight away to Finder, but let's have here strawberry. Now I'm a hotel place where you can you can buy a room. Strawberry holders stay in Nordics. That's the page we want. Now it's save. Where do I have strawberry company website? Could it be this one? Here it is. And that's about page. Yes. There's a bigger member. Now I'm reading here same time, and I'll actually put it on the screen here for us. Come on. Why I can't move it? Here. Now we have it here. Now I want to see, we want to get company description. We want to get their core values, what they value highly, because remember, when we apply, it's good that if they would feel that, hey, this is our person, we notice. We are like they can straight away connect with you just reading your papers. Because when you think about managers who are making those decisions, that they work every day, they are in a company meetings, they have all kind of own goals inside of the house, they have projects going on, so they live that through every day. And then you need to bring that same spirit in your paperwork. And that's why we always study a bit about the company. Hotels, there's a Clarion mentioned, really nice hotel in Helsinki. Arena, sustainability, whistleblowing. Let's check. Work at Strawberry. And let's allow all. Let's see what is for you. Industry, Strawberry Revolution. Okay. Summer jobs available. And so on. Can we find job openings in Finland? You can see Sweden, Norway, Sweden. Let's see all the jobs, just out of curiosity. And after this, we will look for company details, target our paperwork a bit to fit their spirit. But let's see, what do we have here? All companies, all locations, and Finland is our destination. Where are you? There. They have hotel camp. Oh, I didn't know camp is under them now. But here, for example, guest host or waiter is available in Helsinki. Or then in home hotel, we are missing a chef. Not cleaning for us, so let's go back. And it could be also that the cleaning is done maybe by Sol or some another company. We don't know, but today we want to specialize. Where do you fit in? Let's see, business management, facility services, guest housekeeping. Let's see if here is a description. 23 jobs open, but they were not in Finland. What is it for you? Not too many descriptions. You can see that it's always a trip to go and find the actual information. What I'm looking, I want to have a description where we have keywords they're looking for. They describes what you do, what kind of skills you need to have. That's the information we are looking for. We are not blindly sending paperwork. Absolutely not. Why to choose hotel? Okay. Apply. Let's take this one. In Sweden. It's not far if you decide to work in Sweden. Let's take that. And here we are back in AI. Let's give instructions. Don't edit CV. Don't edit CV. Analyze. Can't write. Analyze company details and check if I would fit in. And again, AI is doing work for us. And then we can ask missing gaps in the skills, or what should we highlight? Something like that. But let's see how our CV will change afterwards. High quality hotel, we are excellent fit. Open new hotels, okay. Most hotel housekeepers only know maintenance. We have a background in a sanitation specialist, so that's something to highlight. Opening was okay. Knowledge, yes. 5-star standards versus Scandinavian design. We fit 4 years, Pansy Royal Resort, a 5-star environment. So there we have again something we can highlight. You can see on the way, we all the time get tips what to highlight and show. When we are done, we have a very specific targeted paper for us. Then we go down, reliability, flexibility. That's actually good. You mentioned it in CV in the beginning, and then it's a culture in a strawberry. And we go down, yes. Good. And now, what's our situation? We have a CV in Gemini Canvas environment, and we have fed the company information. Let's ask it to target our CV, and then we will concentrate a bit formatting it. And after that, we could figure out, could we find a real job in Helsinki area to apply? And then we target it once more. And let's ask it. Target my CV to fit strawberry. And let's see what happens. And yeah, after this, we are finding a real job. We found out that the strawberry has a lot of places open, but not in Finland at this moment. But that's the company came to my mind with the person's background. We can see service professional, passionate for creating sparkling, clean guest experiences. We straight away got a nice slogan to start our paperwork. 5-star experience. Now we are highlighting that we are a good fit for high-end places. We bring energy, courage, and enthusiasm required to help in the quality of hotel to book. Expert in HACCP protocols, core competencies, yes, they are changed there. Check what happened. Compared to very, very first edition, we have ATS-friendly terms listed here. And then there's even more related to that main term. You're getting it really good fit with electronical systems. And professional experience is mentioned here. And we can see that while we go through, we get a bit AI fillers there because AI tries to make us happy. But thing is, when we are done, you take the CV out, you just go it through and change the parts which are hallucinations. But if they fit to you, leave them there. They were those 3 good ideas what the process gave you. Housekeeping professional, yes, and technical skills. And now I would like to edit the structure a bit before we find the actual work. Let's edit the structure. I'm losing the ability to speak. Let's edit the structure. What do we want? We want profile. Then we want work experience. Then we want education. Then we want professional skills. Professional skills, then we want soft skills. We want those 2 separately because it gives us a bit more room to fit their terms which will match the job description. Job skills, language, and then if you want, you can add their hobbies in the end or mentioning references from upon request, all those. But let's add this one. Let's have these and not to concentrate in the small details. In this order. Again. Everybody can see that how bad I'm typing when I need to think and speak same time. Let's see what is our result before we can actually do the real CV. Scrolling up, JV located in Helsinki. Okay, that's good. Redacted there. Profile energetic. Yes, this one kept same. And then work experience came nicely there. Education, professional skills, you can see here they are coming. Soft skills. And now you can see that how much more information we got in the CV. Strawberry values. Okay, that could be a bit too friendly to them. But if you are applying for a specific company, you really want to be part of the crew, like Strawberry is an amazing place to be working. Why wouldn't you have it as your target? Then you can add there that, yeah, I follow Strawberry values, which are listed on their page. It will also tell that, hey, I actually went through their page. I know about the company. I really want to work for you. You can see what is the difference sending CV in an email with nobody wouldn't even ask for it. You say there that, hey, this is me. Here's my paperwork. Would you have anything available for me? Or then you compare that, hey, I have studied your company. I know your available positions. I know your values. And I really want to come and work for you. What's the difference? There's a big difference. Languages, English, Finnish. Okay. This would be our dream CV for Strawberry. But then let's be realistic. While we are, for example, trying to target the high-end place with good values, good salary, we need to live. We need income. And with this background, I would actually maybe target the property service. There's a lot of need for cleaning and helping and all kind of tasks you can imagine. I would target there, get the job in that field, and then I would still keep applying to these high-end places which would perfectly fit to our education and background. So let's go and find Finnish alternatives from Finder. We'll go and have a kiinteistöhuolto and Helsinki. And then same time we will take a Google and we have Helsinki kiinteistöhuolto avoin hakemus. Let's see what we will get. Let's aim for a bit bigger company. As an example, we want a big company. There's a turnover with people, so that would be easier target for us. Bravida, okay, maybe too big there because there's all kind of plumbing, electricity. We want to have so many options. And people say that there's no places to apply. We have a problem to actually find a place to pick so many options. But I have a specific size of a company in my mind, trying to find somewhere around 50 people. 50 people working and good turnover, but not too big. Because I want to have that it's specifically on a property service field. Räsänen. No, let's take that one. Hopefully they have a good website. We will go and see. First, we of course check their turnover. It's a growing company, good sign. Every year profitable, very good sign. So we'll go and give a visit to Räsänen Oy and see what they actually offers. 20-year experience. Here we have all the fields. We are listed. Good reviews, so good company. Let's go see straight away job offers, what's available. And then we try to figure out how do we target our CV there. Property manager in Helsinki, Espoo, that's about it. In Espoo, one open place. But doesn't mean we shouldn't work there. I wanna see, do we have open application? Here you can actually pick the field. Now I'm just playing a bit. We will soon find that information. Okay, and now I'm not sure, can I send a profile there, but I don't want to do a fake profile, so I leave it here. If somebody applies to Räsänen, let me know. But what we want to know, we want to have services. Every service they have listed. And if you remember from yesterday, we will first pick everything they offer. We'll go to AI. We let it to know we are not changing the CV. Don't edit the CV. Here is our next company. Come on, company to target. After this will come more information. And here's the main field. Actually, I would like to try to give it the URL, the link, and then the AI would go and crawl the page. And that one has worked here and there really well, but now we are doing the legwork for it. And then we are interested of cleaning services, and then we add it here. Not too many descriptions, very thin, but it really doesn't matter. And here is cleaning in better details. And now we give it the permission. Edit my CV to target this company. Hey, let's have one fun addition. Let's tell the AI what is the company. Let's see that if it can pull information we missed. Now you need to remember that when we are dealing with AI, it's pre-trained model. It has insane amount of information in it. I have even found that, some of my own pages are in it. I can find the information I have created. So it's like a giant database. Use it. Company page. Let's see what happens. And I'm out of coffee. Almost. Let's have a look. And after this, we have a couple of more CVs to go through. Somehow I picked the first one and got a jam there. Next one we will have from IT field. We will actually look CV, which has a lot of details. That's from yesterday. Then we will go to online portals, see what's there available. And when we are talking about the AI field, IT field, we should be maybe looking abroad. A lot of opportunities and good remote works available. I had over a month ago a guy who was asking about the CVs and to to help him to find work. He was looking work in Finland. And then in a Discord, I gave a couple of links to not foreign, but international pages where people are hiring people. And I haven't heard since from that guy. So I hope that he got the job or found something interesting. I could ask from him that, hey, how is it going? You got the link and you disappeared. Here is our header, profile, reliable, okay, good, proactive, yes, work experience. And now you can see it's adding here terms related to property field. You can see the tone has changed completely from a 5-star environment to more on a hands-on work, industrial level. I don't know how to describe that change, but something like that. And then again, very specific term. It's good because if you apply the property service, it's same kind of work everywhere. But by knowing the terms, you actually show that, hey, I'm a good fit on this field. High mobility, yes. Housekeeping, education, professional skills, property care, technical safety, reporting, that's a new addition, really important. Soft skills, reliability, independent work, independent, especially in this field, good highlight, versatility, and then languages here. And now you can see we have very tailored CV. Let's have a look. What was our starting point? It was like this. Starting point was strong. That's why we were able to build good results. But here it is, profile. We are a motivated young man. But hey, it's not targeting to any field. Job experience, companies are there, the years are the same, but what's changed? Changed what the work actually was. It's more targeted to possible job, and that's what you need to do. And then expertise, it had a biggest change. Now we have ATS friendly terms. When you send it, it's a bit bigger company. Like the company we targeted, it had, how many it had? It had a couple of 4-something million euro turnover, tens of people working. They definitely have in-house system to manage people and have their own database for potential candidates. And there, they 100% are checking for terms they use in that industry to find the right people. And let's see, this one was another part, but we actually found our target from Finder. But you can also do in Google, Helsinki, kiinteistöhuolto, and then open application. And then you just go through, what do we have here? And then what's the best part? When you have targeted your CV to one field, like now we have property service and especially cleaning in it, your paperwork will work on any company you are applying. No extra work. If you want to take it to different level, keep your CV in Gemini open and then ask from the Gemini to target the CV to specific company. Could we do it? Let's see that. Am I just yakking here or can we actually do it? And this one worked when I did, what did I do? I was creating paperwork. Now I don't remember where, but I was a bit jammed and then I just gave an AI that, hey, here's a website for that company. Find me this and this information. And it returned it. Let's try it here. And let's see what happens. Let's say I'm not apply to this company. Crawl their page and target my CV to match their values. Let's see what happens. And with crawl, we told it that, hey, go to their website and go it through. Let's see. Anything changed? Okay, this is a bit too direct. Don't do that. Don't do that. We have other ways to find out. But values, reliability, quality, and customer-centric service. Okay, here it is, housekeeping. I think the biggest change might be in professional skills. Yeah, but check this out. Seasonal service, no, residential service, seasonal care, technical knowledge, and environmental awareness. Because I bet on their website they're mentioning that they're following some specific program. That's why always know your client, or not client, your target. This one goes a bit too much stalking, a bit on a creepy level, but it's fun. And like this. Hey, now we are taking that IT field, but hopefully you got an idea what we can get. Let's fire next CV and clear the canvas and the memory. We will get a new CV. Here we go again. Now I need to find my IT is there. And this is the one we watched yesterday. Let me clear the browser for us like that. And then if I drag the file here, yeah, it came. And let's see. Definitely, here's a touch of AI. So nicely bolded, highlighted areas. Senior software engineer with 6 years of expertise, professional objective. Yes, this is exactly. And yesterday we mentioned that here we faced a wall of text. Not a problem for technical people, but it might hit a bit in your face. Work experience, good. And you can see that here we have more details of our work. But then this is a clean, sterile, professional application. And let's have it analyzed. First, I would need to figure out where did I hide the original CV. Let me go and see yesterday's folders. And we have it. Not sure, can I find it? I need to find it. Just give me a second and I'll try to figure out which CV it was. That's a problem when I get so many CVs, I have them in different folders and it becomes very hard. But hey, not gonna dig that CV. Let's go through this one. And in text, and let's try OCR. If we can catch the text, I would be really happy. Let's see, WhatsApp is beeping, job description. Hey, here it is. Here it is. Yeah, the person sent me a WhatsApp message. So we go here, work experience. It had a second page. I didn't have introduction. So that's okay. Now the details are missing. And here we go. We add it there, and then we ask that don't edit, analyze. And now we will see what happens. And then we are straight away going to load positions for us. And I have a couple of new websites. Really happy to go and see what's on those websites. And there's all kind of job available. Very often, you don't need that office or physical location. Like I like working remote. Of course, in summer, when I'm building, then I have to go to the work site. Acknowledging canvas, please go ahead. I didn't get it. Copy. And then now analyze. And let's see what happens. This is a highly competitive CV for senior backend Java engineering and moving towards architect role. Here we can see development path, technical skill mapping, modernity. We are successfully signaling that highlighting Java 7/21 and Spring Boot. And that one makes different from legacy environments. Architectural, yes. Impact metric analytics, it's good. Here it even highlights the parts that are mentioned. Really good. ATS food. Critic, this creates a number for ATS. Well, like said, and technical recruiters, they provide proof of scale. Narrative goal. Here it is mentioned, software architect path. It's good. Finnish market context, Helsinki, Espoo. Metropolitan environment, yes. Tech stack match. And this one actually lists straight away. It reads your stack or skills you have been using. And then it picked the companies you could apply. That's actually an interesting approach, that you can take your CV, and if you have a lot of experience, like in this CV, you can just add there that, hey, find companies which uses the tech stack I have. And then you can apply to those places straight away. Hey, check this one. If you have not been in Maria 01, go and visit. It's a really nice place for startups. Nice atmosphere. If you need a startup office space, you can get it from there. And I think if you were starting a business or something, you could stay there, was it 3 years? Something like that. Like I'm on a Maria's mailing list, and very often I get invitation or message that, hey, we are having party here and there. Come and network with people. Definitely good tip from AI. Weaknesses. Skill density. Technical skills section is wall of text. Hey, again, we are having a one mind with AI. Good for ATS, but for human, it's really hard. Like, I'm familiar with the terms. I have 3 years of software engineering studies while I was doing construction engineering. I can recognize, I know what's in it, but it might be wall of text for people. Then front-end exposure, mentioned React, Next.js. And if we are applying backend roles, these are nice to have, but let's not emphasize them. But then again, we always target the CV. If we are applying for a front-end job, then we will say that target the CV on a front-end area and list me skill gaps or missing links. That's how you prepare for the interview. And if you need to know something more, then you can already prepare because you can be 100% that they are going to ask those things. It's like a game to go to interview and trying to figure out what are they going to ask from you. Like when I went to work in Peab, it's a construction company, came from Sweden, bought a Finnish company. I went to work on their main office like really long time ago. I went through a course related quality management. It was 1 week training from morning to evening. And then the person who held the interview was the head of quality in that company. I was so well prepared for those questions. and I got that place. But hey, here's a good idea. The one who recognizes the CV, TJ, here is your target in Finland. But let's start going through different places. Like, what should we do when things are a bit hard? Open your options. When we are in IT, I collected list of 1, 2, 3, 4 pages I have not been before. So we are going to check these together. And here's actually a good sign. Check this one. It costs money to post a job on this page, which means that less scams, less ghost jobs where they are just fishing information. When we think about different types of jobs which are available, always remember 3 types: fake, ghost, and a real one. Fake is the one they will straight away ask your ID or copy of stay permit, that they can invite you to interview. That send an ID that you're a real person. That's just phishing your ID pictures. They will be sold in a bulk to people who will use them for different purposes. Avoid that one. Ghost job is the one where they are just looking for people on their own list to fill the database if they need somebody. Or second option is that the company is doing really bad, but they still need to keep their face, maybe for investors or competitors. They want to look strong, so they are kind of hiring people when they are not. And then the real job is the very specific job with good description, salary amount, starting day, all the little details. And there's a person you can send a message and ask more details. But let's see what we have here. Product designer, yeah, a lot of here. And let's use AI. We don't have infinite amount of the time, so we are again using AI. And we have half an hour left. Then I need to already be walking towards my son coming from the school, but half an hour. We have 2 more CVs to go through. I promise that I will give a feedback from these, and I will give. And then tomorrow I have a full training day, but then again, Friday, let's say 10 o'clock, I can continue. So you can send me CVs, and Friday we will continue with this same topic. But hey, let's give an instruction for AI. I'm on this side. Give me roles to look for. Let's see what happens. Because we always need to look a proper roles for us, which would fit our background. There's no point to read everything what they have. Let's start going through. Let's see how good is their search. How good is their search? Will it list? Nope. But here, we took a couple of terms away, and then it started to add. And I thought we will get the paywall, but we didn't. And then here we have a places to apply. And check this out. Anywhere in the world, full-time, okay, maybe not those, but anywhere, then US only. And this will get an idea. But then again, let's be a lazy one. And what I would do, I would just copy all the jobs here available. Then now I have copied them. Then I'll go to AI, and then I will say here is list of options. Pick the ones working for me. And then we put remote. And let's see what happens. Because again, we saved a bit time. We took all of them in one category and then copied the description, and then we will see it has relic solutions. It says the top pick, highly flexible, why they have a beautiful office in Helsinki. Check again what happened. We had no idea that remote place was offering jobs or even located in Finland. But we had a company detail, position. We gave an AI a task that, hey, get us working options. And then we put the remote. Our mindset was that, hey, let's work abroad from home. And we found one from Helsinki. You think about what are your odds compared to any other people. If you apply for a job, you have a well-targeted CV, you have a nice cover letter to attach. That could be for some another day, a topic. And then you mentioned there that, hey, I'm located in Finland. If you want, I can come and visit your office in Helsinki to introduce myself. Straight away, you will stand out. Of course, there will be a lot of people applying from Finland, most likely, or not. But you have straight away advantage. Then tech fit, Volt was mentioned. Volt was mentioned already in a CV analysis that your background works there. Then Tietoevry, no, even Nordea. Oh. So with, I don't know how long it took, a couple of minutes, we found reliable options. And we had over 40 open positions there, and now we had a handful we can concentrate. Let's have a couple of more links. I just want to see what we have here. Just want to show there's so many options. And here's one more page. And then we take one more here. I'll have a tabs open that if the person whose CV it is, just hit me a message in a WhatsApp. I'll give you links if you're interested. But you can see the world is full of work. We just need to find the right places. And then one more. I promised you 4 places. So here is only remote works. Let's see, where do you have a search? Post find a job. Okay, here they come. And then you just start going through, and there we have. Oh, what we have done today. We talked about certificates in the beginning. Then we had a basic job applying for cleaning works. We picked their high-end client. Then we actually targeted the more possible field, which was a local big service company where we wanted to find a cleaner's job. We targeted the CV there. We made the AI to match the company profile. Then we analyzed IT field. We had a CV from there. We found a little bit text vault there, but we used that information that find the right companies to apply. It was a long way. And here is the IT CV. And then one tip, if you are feeling a bit lazy, you are out of the ideas, then you just pass the rebuild my CV. And then you can target vault. Oh, come on. Target vault. This is the easy way out. This is the easy way out then. Sumi likes it. It's good that you like what we go through. There are so many things we can actually do. Hey, Prime Stream has a question. If I'm a student, can we get this type of job in Finland? Do they consider us because I'm a student right now? You have an option. And how I would approach this kind of works. And now you need to forget completely that, hey, if I'm a student, can I do something? Of course you can. Who would stop you? Nobody would stop you. And if I would be a student, I would maybe look for a remote job, a bit different time zone. Like, let's get in a situation what happened very often. When I was in a recruiting company, I had a lot of students coming to me and I hired them. They did weekend jobs, they did evening jobs, but the problem was that they had a schedule. And it was very hard to fit with companies who had from 8 to 4 schedule. And it just didn't work out. And then they had to be physical in the school. And if you're in the IT field, go through the companies, then you just let them know that, hey, I'm studying in this field or studies ongoing, add your work experience there, and then apply. And here comes the little thing what might make them to grab on your offer. You can say them that, hey, I can also work in a contractor base. Because you're located in Finland, you can use billing services. And then you can suggest them that, hey, let's make an agreement. Maybe it's based on by an hour or paid by a task. And then when you hit, for example, 2-week section or 1 month or one task is done, then you can send them a bill. And that billing service company will send them a bill with the right VAT or without any taxing. A company has a very simple bill to pay and put in their bookkeeping. That money will come on a Finnish company, and then they will take the taxes away from it and pay you rest as a salary. They will take a cut of 2 to 4%. That's reasonable. If it's more, ignore it. And for example, I have had clients, US, Australia, almost everywhere, and it has worked without any problems. So definitely students can use these services and get work. And I can say that you might find out you will earn more than just a basic job from a restaurant here doing on weekends. Because what is the difference when you have a billing service between you and a company and you kind of make a agreement with them? The difference is that you will pocket the social fees, all the calculated pension fees, and so on. Like if you would work on a construction field on a 15 euro an hour job, but if you have a contract with them and you are going the bare bones agreement without any extras, it would be 30 euros an hour, your salary. So there is the difference. But if people are interested how to use billing services, how to calculate your hour fee, let me know. I have the multipliers from my previous history. I can pick by a field and tell what around the staffing companies are charging. And then you can put yourselves 50 cents less than they are charging. So you have a good advantage and you still would earn really good salary. If we are a student, we can't pick low paid jobs because your time is very valuable. You could be studying instead of doing 12, 10 euro job. Just an idea. But hey, we had two more CVs and I'm getting lost in my topics. I have talked hour and a half and still somebody's listening me. Let's see, what did we go through? That's the previous set. Let's have today's 18th. We have cleaning we went through. That's done. IT, we just finished. Here I had reduced in two parts. And then I have one. Is this same? Or is this different? What has happened? Ah, I had two for IT fields, or this one. That's for accountant. Let's have this one. Here it comes. Let me remove the extras from here. And then I removed also the CV. Let's have it here. And then I'll make it a bit bigger for you. This is the last one, and then somewhere in 10 past, we will finish, and then people can send me CVs. I think I have already a couple in a WhatsApp, and you can keep sending them to me. And on Friday, 10 o'clock, we again dive deeper and look for different opportunities. And I can say that I really like to go through different portals. And if somebody needs a job abroad, I'm really happy to go and first value the CV, and then we'll start looking for different options. But hey, here's the last accountant CV. Finance, accounting, personal with over 18 years of experience. We have, let's take it a bit smaller. It's cutting like this. Auditing, tax compliances, financial reporting, really strong background. Full cycle accounting, here, reputable organizations, track record, ERP, workflows, and so on. Seeking full-time or part-time position in the Finnish financial sector to utilize extensive international experts. Good start, strong. Experience is highlighted. We have a really strong background. But again, targeting. Whom we are sending this paper. We need to think about that. And now I notice here a little thing that I would maybe change the mindset. We are seeking full-time or part-time with 18 years of experience. Let's grab the part-time position. That's not for us. We are a hardcore worker with strong experience. We want full-time. And then Finnish financial sector. Does it have to be Finnish? For Friday morning, now I took a notebook because I don't remember how many things I promised on yesterday's live and how many of them I forgot. So I write here for me that on Friday morning we have a financial sector, and then I'm looking at where are they hiring. This one I promised to look. And why do we look for this? Think about this, that if you work in a finances, do you have to really be located physically in a place where the company is? Many companies has good professional systems. Actually, all the serious ones has. And there, it really doesn't matter where you log in and do the work. And then, like, I have a friend from my wife's side who does accounting for an international company from home. And she has an area she is responsible. And then she just does the work at home, sends the paperwork or updates the system, and that's it. She doesn't have access to full accounting environment that it would be a data breach or some another problem. She has a very specific task she can do from home. And that's all we need. So we would try to find out, will we get? My green screen is turning. I need a bigger one. There's my home office background, and I wish I could build small studio type work environment at some point. Now I have one wall covered with all the cool stuff, but back area I have a kids climbing station and so on. So my green screen is hiding that part. But hey, professional summary, good. We need targeting. We need to be sure that do we actually want part-time job with our experience, and then do we want it from Finnish financial sector, or would we work for anybody around the world? If you pick a Finnish one, it will limit the options like a big time. Let's go through work experience. Rigor consulting services, senior operation manager, sector role, senior. No part-time for me. I'm sorry. I don't accept that. Directed computerized bookkeeping operation, finalized management, supervised verified complex bank vendor, so on. That's my phone ringing upstairs. Then Force & Co. Ltd, assistant account, and so on. Sri Lanka, and there's education. Really good. But again, this is the not ATS, AI food we can fill, and then we can build the actual description. But hey, TJ, send me a WhatsApp message and let's try to figure out where do we target. Let me see. Just a second. I have here a job description. This is for software engineering opportunity. That one we will take on Friday. We run out of time. I'll write it here that in a WhatsApp. I have, that's from LinkedIn. LinkedIn description, we will do one more targeting. Or if I have time, I'll do it in the evening. And then just send the papers. But hey, are we ready to wrap the day? I have a kid coming from the school. My phone was ringing, and it looks like I'm needed in somewhere else. But I had a super good time. It's amazing. All the time, at least 10 people were watching. In a peak, we had over 20 people same time here. And we will be here next time, Friday morning. I decided that every time I have CVs in an email or WhatsApp, I'm not anymore doing it here behind the closed curtains, just think and give you a feedback. I have an online feedback. You will see what we have here. We will look for work together, find different portals. And that's how everybody gets valuable information. But hey, I want to thank you for a day. We have two things. We're going to continue Friday, 10 o'clock. There I have 2 hours before the kids starts to come from the school. But now I'll go see who called, and then I walk to school, see my son. But hey, thank you and bye, and hopefully I see you soon again. I'll still write in a what is it, chat. Because there's a delay what I talk. There it is. But hey, bye and thank you, and I'm positively surprised we have a lot of people today.